Join me for a 4-day outdoorsman's lifestyle camp out. Solo in the Canadian bush, I'll be harvesting from the wild. I'm out looking for game and fish. Hunting, fishing, paddling, enjoying nature at its best. Looking for wildlife of all kinds. Welcome to the backcountry. That's one thing I love about bird hunting when I'm traveling all around in these backwoods looking for game. You find trails, you follow these trails, and they lead up to beautiful little obscure lake like this. I'm gonna have to make a note of this lake. Gorgeous spot, absolutely gorgeous. Gonna have to come paddle this.
Good boy. Go get it. Go get it. Go, 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 go. You go get it. Come on, go. Come on, come on.
Come on, Riley. Up. Up. Come on, let's go. Up. Good boy. It's time to trade in the gun for a fishing rod. Yeah. So my haul ended up being 2 birds. I saw a total of 7 birds, but I can only get a shot on 2 of them. The foliage is so thick, it's early season. So the birds, they're hard to see, and when you do see them, by the time you get out of the vehicle, you load up and you walk up to it, 2 steps into the forest, and they're gone. And you can't see them, the foliage is too thick. It's too early in the season. However, I still got 2. And now I'm paddling out to my destination. I'm gonna find a place to camp out for tonight. And now I'm gonna see if I can catch some walleye to supplement my grouse. So this is a pretty remote lake, and I was surprised. There was tons of people, tons of ATVs parked at the boat launch, lots of people fishing on the lake. And it caught me off guard because this is midweek. However, I did have a chit chat with some of the guys out there, and thank you so much. The guys over at the boat launch, they hooked me up with some minnows and with a container, because the one gentleman tried to give me some minnows, but I didn't have a container to put it in. And the other fella, he had a container. He dumped his minnows out of his minnow bucket into this container and came over and gave it to me. So you know who you are. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Great to be in the outdoors with like-minded individuals doing some hunting and fishing, and the camaraderie you get from like-minded people, absolutely excellent. It's perfect. I think I just found the place that I'm going to camp out on. I see a campsite right here. Haven't caught any fish yet. I haven't spent a whole lot of time on the water, but I do see a campsite right here. I just got to figure out how I'm going to get up on there. Yeah, this is perfect. Perfect for me. A little bit rough around the edges, but it's perfect. It's been a long day, and I'm not going to fiddle around looking for somewhere else, because this is about as good as it gets for me today. Oh, I'm thirsty. I'm hot. It's muggy. It's September, and temperatures are quite warm, but it is very muggy. So just dress like this, you sweat a lot. Driving the Jeep all day long, I was sweating driving the Jeep, believe it or not. At 4:07, I was up, I believe that's 5 o'clock this morning, so it makes for a long day. Nobody's been in this campsite for a long time. Here's how I know. That fire pit's got a nice cook grate in there, that's perfect. But look at all the grass growing everywhere. Nobody's camped out here this summer. I'm gonna get camp set up, drink some electrolytes, and kick back and relax. I have electrolytes, and I had one from an electrolyte boost from an MRE. Then I have electrolytes that I use on a pretty frequent, and I didn't know which one I was going to have, so I threw them both in a cup at the same time. We'll see what kind of flavor that is. Yeah, that works. Actually, it works quite well. And then I'm going to fix this fire pit, because it wouldn't be an open air outdoor adventure unless I had a fire pit to repair, because I have to fix fire pits everywhere I go. Everything's damp. because it's been raining for a couple of days. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna get some help here. Like that. I've been experimenting with a new type of homemade fire starter, and this stuff is like napalm. I switched into a lighter sweater. I was sweating too much. By the way, I did find a privy back there, and I was looking for some firewood, and I looked around and I saw the box, and I went and checked it out, and sure enough, there has not been a deposit in a very long time. I bet you nobody's camped out on this campsite in years. For sure 2 years. There's nothing in there. And there's a lot of dead stuff, like stuff that fell out of trees. A lot of dead limbs all over the place. If this was had been used in recent time, it'd all be cleaned up, because people would be cutting it up for firewood. It is literally just right here around the fire pit. All right, let's get started here. Birds. There's my breast, cutting board, trusty buck 110. And that goes right in the fire. Fresh rigatoni. A little bit of olive oil, and goes the grouse. Bell pepper herb is the seasoning I'm using tonight. Put a healthy dose of that on there. All right, my grouse is browning just beautifully. I want it not just cooked, but I want a little bit of crispiness in there. I want some char in there a little bit. I think I'm gonna leave that good for now. Move this over here. And that needs to be boiled down a little bit more. And then the other ingredient, because I haven't shared it yet, is this right here. It's called Tasty Bites, all natural vegetable tikka masala. So I'm going to add that in the pasta. Can't forget the hot sauce. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. This is well deserved today. And that's what it looks like. Okay, let's get a spoonful here. So we got fresh rigatoni, fresh caught grouse, Tikka masala. It's a vegetable tikka masala, right? Oh, hell yeah. Camera's focusing on my face. That was a seriously good supper. But now the sun's going down. The opposite shoreline across the lake is all lit up, and you can see the fall colors are just starting to set in. You see a little bit of yellows coming in. Those are the birch. And there's a birch right there. You can see some of the leaves are starting to turn a little bit yellow. It's too early. It hasn't been cold yet, and even on this tonight, I believe it's going to be like low double digit tonight. It's not going to be cold, and I think I'm going to finish my beer and go throw a line in the water. I'm just going to go trolling right here in front of the campsite. Well, folks, I got fish and game on day one. It's official. What is that? Chestnut rocket. Super foggy this morning. Can't see anything out there. Slept good though. The night was absolutely still. Beautiful evening. I'm a bit racked up. My back is sore, but I slept hard. There's nothing here for you, Riley. This is coffee. So I went and got my water to boil some water for my coffee, and there was a fish right at the shoreline, and I scared it off. It scared me when it took off, but it had to have been a decent sized fish. Left a pretty good splash, and I was surprised. It was like right up on shore, hardly any water, but he was up there on the shore. I can hear sandhill cranes in the distance. They must be flying in the fog. All right, new coffee. Oh, that's perfect. One large spoonful. It's perfect. That right there, my friends, is breakfast of champions, if you'll excuse me. That was really good. I was gonna let my fire die out and slowly break down camp, hit that water, do some fishing. I'm starting to see the shoreline across the way just a little bit. The fog is starting to lift, and the goal is to paddle a river, and the goal is to sneak up on wildlife on that river. Maybe I get a little bit lucky and we can do that today. I missed him. Got a hit. Just a pike. I just scared off a huge eagle. It was on shore, right on the rocks, and I didn't know he was there. I'm paddling and I got really close to it, and I only saw him when he flew off. I'm wondering if he's actually eating a fish or something, because he wasn't perched in a tree, he was sitting on a rock. He went around the corner, so I'm going to keep an eye out. Hopefully I can catch a glimpse of him. It's just gorgeous out here. I keep pushing ducks away, small flocks of ducks, and I'm just gonna keep paddling as quiet as I can. I'm being very quiet, kind of stealthy, and I'm just enjoying it here. And locate a place to pull off and stretch my leg, and within a few hours from now, and hopefully we get to see some more wildlife. Mr. Riley is enjoying the ride as well. He's very much into his surroundings. He's checking everything out. But he's absolutely still out here, and couldn't ask for a better time of year to be paddling. Well, I got a beaver dam blocking my way. And there's not a whole lot of difference between the level on this side of the beaver dam and the next. And the sun's coming out. Hello, sunshine. Riley, you're being a very good boy. Yeah, you're being a very good boy, staying right where I told you to stay. Oh shit, I'm sinking. Oh, I had no choice but to jump into the muck. I sunk in the mud. Yeah, rinse off my boots. Ooh, not good. But I made it. I'll have to do it again tomorrow. I'll see how I navigate this tomorrow. All day's been overcast and overcast. It's nice to have some sun. Well, there it is. Just made it to my destination. First things first, I'm going to grab my pack, walk down the road, and go get set up on a campsite where I was set up last year. I'm going to put my tent a little bit off to the side. There's a bit of a more flat spot, and this will be home for the night, and then tomorrow we leave. Well, you'll see behind me over my shoulder, that's my rain fly. I just threw it in the branches there, and my tent body is upside down. I just got to dry that off because when I packed it away this morning, I packed it away soaking wet. So this sun coming out right now is perfect. I'll be able to dry that off. All you need is 3 limbs. All 3 limbs have a Y on the end, and you can interlock the 3 Ys together, and there's no lashing needed, no nothing. And now I have a place I can hang all of my stuff. Nothing's laying on the ground. So I'm going to go gather some firewood. And also what I did on the other campsite this morning when I packed away camp, before I was done packing everything away, I cut firewood because I know I'm going to go back there tomorrow. So in the event that I get there late in the evening, I already prepared some firewood at the other campsite. All right, I got my legal attire for Ontario. Mandatory, you have to wear hunter orange headdress of some kind. Let's go hit that trail. Good boy. Good boy. Get it out here. Good boy. Come here. Yes, a good boy. Yeah, you get that bird. Yes, that's a good boy. Come here. Come here, my good boy. That's a good boy. Go get the bird. Go get the bird. Good boy. Bring it. Bring it. Come on, Riley. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Good boy. Good boy, Rai. That's a good boy. Once I clean these birds, we'll recap what happened out on the trail. Riley has done some performance that are really nice. Super happy with the way things played out there with Mr. Riley. Let me clean these birds. I'm going to grab my last beer and I'll tell you all about it. How's that sound? Actually, speaking of sound, how is my audio? I'm very curious. The reason I'm saying that is because the last time I went out, the microphone on my camera started acting up. Yeah. And unfortunately, you don't know your microphone is going on the bum or acting up or not working right until you upload the content onto your computer and review it. That's when you discover your microphone is failing. So I've had to purchase a new microphone. I'm using it now for the first time. So I'm very curious to see how it's going to be. I paid up a little bit for this one. So I'm very hopeful that I have great audio. Now, to recap Mr. Riley, he was such a good boy. So I was 5 minutes down the trail. Riley was up ahead of me down the trail, and he suddenly stopped and he was looking into the forest off to the side. And suddenly he just leaped in there and 3 grouse flew up. So he dove in there, flushed out 3 grouse. 2 flew to the left, deeper in. 1 flew across the trail to the right. Riley took off running in deeper into the forest after those 2 that flew in. I walked down the trail because I figured that one that crossed me, I was figuring it would have been an easier one for me to get. It seemed to have gone not too far. As I walked up, maybe 20 yards, it flew. I'm assuming it's the same bird, might have been a different one. Flew across the trail in front of me and up into a tree, and then I shot that one off that limb. So once I shot that one off that limb, I called Riley over to me and I sent him in there, and he retrieved it. A little bit of coaxing and he retrieved it. And that's awesome because Riley's only 2 years old and he has not been exposed to a whole lot of hunting yet. Last year I was trying to get him to retrieve, and I was not successful. I had a hard time, but he was his first time hunting. He was still discovering what's going on, no idea what is going on. This year, yeah, I can tell that he's remembering last year and he's understanding what these birds are all about, and he's understanding that we're after these birds. Yeah, it's clear that he's understanding that. So then once we harvested that one bird, I went back looking for the other 2. I walked in and he took off in there, and he actually showed me where they were, because I followed Riley for the most part, and sure enough I walked right in on it, and it flew off. I didn't see it, it was up in a tree, and it flew off and it flew deep into the forest. And just because you have a dog doesn't mean all birds are going to fly away. I've seen this time and time again with my girl Misty. Hunting with her, Misty was amazing. I truly miss my girl. Sometimes a grouse will not move, because that's one of their line of defense is to stay motionless, because they're perfectly blended to their environments. However, Riley just naturally flushes them out. Cocker Spaniels, they run all squirrely, and it's natural for them. I'd send Riley into the bush, and that's what he's been doing. He's been jumping off trail, and he's been doing his zoomies in the forest. He's understanding that we're here looking for those birds. So I'm very, very happy. Hunting dogs, it's in their blood. Here's to Mr. Riley, is very successful today. That's my fire pit tonight. Simple twig stove. Low impact. I could make a fire right here, a big fire, but it's not gonna bring anything different to me for my camp out. I'm just gonna cook over top of this, and probably not too long after supper, once the night comes, I'll probably just retire to the tent. It's been a long day. So no fish, because beef and fish is kind of weird, right? Beef ravioli. I will have a toast with red pepper brie to go after this. That'll be good. Ever notice how you do things when you're out in the bush that you never would do at home? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, man, that is so good. Wow. Good night, folks. Join me for breakfast. Winds picked up in the night, and it rained, and it just pattered very lightly, but then the winds really gusted, and the rains came heavy, then tapered off, then it teeter-tottered, heavy, light, heavier, light all night long. I'm very fortunate that it stopped raining just as I was getting out of the tent, around 6:30. But if you look over my shoulder, the horizon back there, it's clearing up. So I believe the day is going to clear up. It's going down good, nice and hot down in the stomach there. perfect on a miserable morning like this. But now I'm being rewarded. If you look over my shoulder, the sun's coming out. There's no more rain. The skies are clearing up, blue skies. So I made it through the night, and I'm going to be rewarded this morning. I was anticipating that it was going to be windy and cloudy all day long, and perhaps raining on and off all day long. But now the day's turned around. Blue skies, beautiful sunny day. I don't know what the temperatures are, but I'm gonna say it's double digits, put it that way.